Hey everyone, my name is Yoshi, and welcome to a slight amendment to my Super Mario Sunshine Any% tutorial. So, a few days ago, a new skip was found in Any% that allows you to skip Pinna 5 and go directly to the secret of Pinna 6. There are a few different names for this trick. Some people generically just call it Pinna 5 skip. Some people call it Rainbow Cruise. Personally, I call it Fruit Salad, just because it was one of the first ones that I heard and it was pretty funny, and it makes sense because you need about 4 different fruits in order to perform this skip. And so to do this skip, just do your run normally up through Pinna 4, and then once you're done with Pinna 4, head back to Pinna 2. And the reason you need to do up through Pinna 4, even though the skip is performed in Pinna 2, is because you need to complete Pinna 4 in order for Yoshi to be available in any other mission. So once you're ready, go ahead and hop into Pinna 2, and pay attention to the fruit that Yoshi wants in this cutscene. For me right now, Yoshi wants a papaya. You are going to want to know the locations of each of the fruit on the beach before you do this skip. So I'm going to go ahead and link a nice little map in the description for you to find all of this stuff. So go ahead and give Yoshi the fruit that he wants, and then spray over here and find the durian, eat the durian, and then spray over here and find a pineapple. The reason well, typically I don't do this with a pineapple, but if Yoshi needs a papaya before, in order to activate, then use a pineapple for this. If Yoshi needs any other fruit, use a papaya for this, because the 2 papayas are going directly in line with where you want to go later. But since Yoshi needed a papaya for me, I'm going to use a pineapple to do this. And what this is basically right now Yoshi is purple, and Yoshi needs to be purple in order to do this skip. However, Yoshi needs to be orange in order for you to activate the loading zone to go into the Pinna 6 secret. And so what we're going to do is something called Yoshi Fruit Storage. And what that allows you to do is store a fruit for use later that can turn Yoshi another color. And since we want to be orange, we're going to store an orange fruit. And the way storage is done is you're going to want to wait for the fruit to stop, lick the fruit, and then dismount Yoshi. And what that does is it puts the fruit in sort of a glitched state, where you are eating the fruit, however, you haven't eaten the fruit yet. And so, the way you know that you got storage is if the fruit is in the air with absolutely no collision. Once you've done that, head over here and spray this papaya out of the ground, and go ahead and spray the papaya towards the door to enter Pinna. Once it's over here, dismount Yoshi up here, grab your fruit. You can use any fruit to do this, but a papaya is the most convenient. And then stand behind this line without a bullet bill heading your way. Stand behind this line and drop your fruit. Go ahead and go grab Yoshi. Stand with your back to the fruit, jump behind the fruit, and you will clip through that wall. Now, I need to pause it here because the rest of this trick is pretty time sensitive and it takes quite a lot of explaining. So, the only parts of Pinna, the actual park, that are loaded when the beach is loaded is this opening little corral area right here, and the spinning parts of the Yoshi go-round. And, anywhere in between those 2 areas is an area known as Limbo. And basically, if you set foot into Limbo, one of 2 things will happen. Either Mario will be stuck in the air, unable to move, unable to do really anything, unless you die, which the only way you can die in this is by getting hit by the bullet bills. And it basically soft locks your game if you can't get hit by the bullet bills, and that's kind of rip run. Or you can zip below the level, and it's insta-death, which if you fail this trick, that's preferably what you want to happen because you can try it again, and the only time that you really lose is the time for setup. Whereas if you soft lock the game, you need to reset. So, what we're going to want to do here is hold ourselves against the wall of Limbo, which is around the edge of that staircase there, and then wait for a purple bullet bill. And the reason the bullet bill needs to be purple is because the bullet bill needs to be facing the direction of the Yoshi go-round in order for this to work, and any other bullet bill, you can't manipulate the direction. So, the reason you want a purple Yoshi, by the way, is because you need a horizontally moving platform in order to do this. And only Purple Yoshi creates horizontally moving platforms. So what we're gonna want to do is head over here, spin jump, and hold yourself against this wall of limbo. You don't have to use your pointer finger in order to hold yourself. I just prefer to do that for some reason. Wait for a purple bullet bill, stand on this star, and spray right about here. Your bullet bill should go right there and be headed towards the Yoshi ground. Use your stored fruit, press L, and start spam spraying like mad. Because those bullet bills can still hit you if you aren't spraying. So you want to spray. Once you get about here, walk to the edge, the corner edge of your platform. Wait for the platform to despawn, and you will fall right here on the Yoshi ground. Head over to the loading zone, and voila, you got the skip. And now I'm just going to do the rest of Pinna 6. So go ahead and do that. I already taught Pinna 6, but it's a new setup, so spin jump over here. Hop, go over here. There you go. This is the skip. Oh, well, no, this is the secret. We already saw the skip. So yeah, that is Pinna 5 skip. It will take a lot of practice for you to get it consistently, and you probably will fail it several times for seemingly no reason. Because sometimes when you have to have the platform facing almost perfectly at the Yoshi go round. And sometimes, even if you do that, the edge of your platform still won't make it, and you will still zip. You could soft lock your game. You could get hit by a bullet bill when you're spraying them. You could have to wait a super long time for a purple bullet bill to show up, and by that time, your fruit that you stored may have run out because you only have it stored for as long as it's still there. If it despawns, then you don't have it stored anymore. So yeah, so right now I'm going to go show you a few things that could happen if you do the skip wrong. So I will just do the setup really quickly since I don't have to explain it this time. And then we'll go into, there and we will do, first of all, probably a zip if I can get it to work. If I can actually make myself zip. And then second of all, a soft lock. So go ahead and hop into Pinna 2. Pay attention to the fruit, which this time Yoshi wants a coconut. The best RNG you can get here is wanting a banana. And probably the worst you can get is wanting a coconut. In popular opinion. My opinion is the worst you can get is a papaya, since I use both of the papayas to do it quickly. So, and you'll see me use both of the papayas this time instead of the pineapple to get storage, this time. Like that, grab the fruits, spray over here in order to get the first papaya, do storage, spray over here to get the second papaya, then spray it towards the door. Hop off Yoshi, go over here, grab the fruits, place it down just behind the line. That might be too close, actually. We will see in a second. Yeah, that's too close. You don't want to place the fruit too close to the door, otherwise, you don't have enough room for Yoshi to squeeze back there and then get the clip. Alright, so then spin jump against the wall, and wait for a purple bullet bill. And see, this is what I mean by sometimes it won't come right away. I got lucky there that it came right away. And so now I'm going to go ahead and spray the bullet bill right here. And I guess I'll show what happens if you... I guess the soft lock will happen right now because, there. If you soft lock, Mario will stay here, and sometimes... I actually got the funny soft lock. Sometimes if you soft lock, Mario will move like this. His arms have turned for no reason, and he looks like he's jacking off. And as you can see here, you can do pretty much nothing to save yourself. You can spray, you can fall like this, but you cannot move at all. And so you're basically stuck here. You can't pause the game. As you can see, I'm matching start. You can't pause the game. You can't really do much of anything. So next, I'm gonna try and show a zip. I can't really actually getting the skip and getting the soft lock are the two things that I can do, like, manually without fail myself. Not really without fail, because there are a lot of things that can go wrong in actually getting the skip. But, in order to show off a zip, that might take a little doing, because you can't really make yourself zip. You have to, it's just kind of something that happens. So, if I don't make myself zip here, I will probably link, either, edit in another one, a video of what a zip looks like over top, or I will, I'll go ahead and add a link to a video in which a zip happened. And that'll be that. So let's go ahead and try and zip here. And also, I believe I said this earlier, but just in case I didn't, a link to a map of the fruit, will be put in the description, because, at first it can be a little confusing, but after you look at it for like a minute and a half or so, you basically will know where all the fruit are. So yeah, look at that, get storage over here, grab the other papaya and spit it towards the door. Pop off. Grab the fruit, get over here, place the fruit. Go ahead and spray you so it doesn't hurt me. Go ahead and head over here. And then we're gonna try to make ourselves zip this time. Let's go ahead and wait for a bullet bill. For some reason, the higher you are, the higher a chance you have at, is that heading the right direction? No. The higher you are on the wall, the higher your chance, it seems, of getting a purple bullet bill, which is kind of weird, but, you know, whatever. Spray that. That is still heading the wrong direction. Sometimes the bullet bills will turn, left at the start instead of the direction you want to turn, right at the start, instead of the direction you want them to turn, which is immediately left. And so that'll result in it being in a different position than I really wanted it to be in, which is why the last two, oh, are you kidding me? Why the last two, kind of weren't in the right position to where I was spraying. So right now I'm not caring about the fruit that I have stored. It's worth noting the fruit that you have stored can disappear. I think I've said this before. It can disappear if you wait too long. But that didn't happen this time. So let's go ahead and spray right here. There we go. That should work. And see, oh, I saw the fruit stored. That is interesting. No, don't have to spray here, so I don't soft lock again. And this time I'm not going to move. And I should, okay. I was spraying, but it's soft lock again. There's Mario, jerking his junk around right there. Yep, that happens. Alright, so I guess I'll just link to a video of what a zip looks like, because it's just flying way below the level. So yeah, that about concludes this tutorial on how to do Pinna 5 skip, or fruit salad, or rainbow cruise, or whatever else. There are other names for it as well. There's names that I know. So yeah, if you enjoyed this tutorial, I would appreciate it if you would leave a like, a comment, maybe even a favorite. If you really enjoyed the tutorial, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!